Boom. You looking for this?
Maybe I didn't want to give you an excuse.
Bring him back. Where's the Punisher at? That's all I'm sitting on that. Oh, that's sick.
Oh, yeah. I love the Netflix theme.
I like the addition of being able to swing.
Yeah.
Penny, what's going on? Are you okay? Foggy, he wanted to know where you were. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, gosh.
Who?
Oh, no.
Bro, don't miss either. Dude.
Come on, Benny.
That's crazy. It was like...
Benny? Benny?
You
I don't know what he's
never
talking
stand outside.
He said someone's looking.
No.
Hello, Karen.
Bruh.
Welcome back to Boom Shot. I'm Kale. This is Colby.
Yes,
and,
sir.
It's a big day, dude.
Dude, was it 7 years in the waiting?
I think so. It's been a minute, dude. And we were on the Daredevil and Punisher and Defenders train long after it had already ended.
Yeah, so we didn't have to wait the full length for 7 years.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I did that with Severance too. So we didn't have to wait the full length for it, but still, it's been 3 years in the making. Something that we didn't even think would happen.
Yeah, and it was both our #1 most anticipated show or movie this year, so we were pretty hyped.
And the question is, having started or having watched the premiere, did it live up to the hype?
Spoiler warning, by the way.
Yeah, that's a
big spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Some big things happen already within the first 5 minutes, literally.
it's crazy, bro.
I think so. I don't know how I feel about Foggy's death still.
Yeah.
I know that Charlie Cox and I think the showrunners that signed on after they made the changes post writer's strike kind of said there was something that had already happened. They just kind of had to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what it was. I was really kind of hoping Matt killed somebody because really the only other alternative was Foggy dying. So
yeah,
low key, I'd rather have Foggy and Matt have killed somebody and that be what pushed him over the edge. But I think they can still make it work.
it just feels weird to bring back the original cast just to have them separate from day one, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, like that was a big thing whenever we heard that they were bringing the show back, but that Karen probably wasn't going to be in it, and then Foggy wasn't going to be in it, or like that only Karen was going to be in it and Foggy wasn't going to be in it, vice versa. And then they kind of readjusted and changed a lot. But now they're all separated and Foggy's dead. Like I feel like this season, I wish it could have built up to Foggy dying. Like I know this will probably like work out in the long run, but just thinking about it right now, it's hard to see Foggy gone so early.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, especially like you said, it was so early, and after the long wait, dude, he goes down. But yeah,
that was brutal, dude.
That was horrible, man. Like I was really, even after he got shot, I was holding out hope.
Yeah, I was too, man. I was too. Also, I just want to say this: Bullseye, he might be the most broken character ever.
He doesn't.
I mean that more than like Iron Man, Hulk, dude. I'm convinced he could literally kill anybody.
He literally can't miss.
Anything is a weapon, and that not just that he can't miss, and because like everything is a weapon because he can't miss.
Yeah, and it is really interesting, and I like how in season 3 and in this, whenever they get like close hand-to-hand combat, Daredevil gets the upper hand, but as soon as there's any separation, he's just getting stuff chunked at him.
He's getting cooked, bro.
And so I thought that was really cool. I will say, it it felt pretty much the same to me. I like there are so many callbacks. I mean, Josie's Bar, the same restaurant that Punisher took all those people out in. The diner. I saw some references to Harlem, and basically to me we got Jessica Jones confirmed with the reference to Foggy's past job. So at Hogarth.
Dude, it's just I think my question is, mind you, I was watching a basketball game because Auburn played, but we lost sadly. Anyway, mind you, what is the overall, like, how does Foggy's death tie into the overall? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't happen just to push Matt to to a better job or like something like that. Like, there's gonna be something that unfolds later in the season that kind of that will tie back to that moment, if that makes any sense. Because
it seems like probably half or more is the rework, but they still had to use what they shot beforehand, before the writer's strike and before they brought everybody back. So, I mean, hopefully, I know that they'll piece it together because people who've seen all 9 episodes haven't said anything bad about it.
Yeah, they acted like it was a pretty tight storyline. So,
and then they already started season 2. So, I mean, I think they have it all planned out now. But yeah, it being so early, I feel like, I don't know, man. Yeah,
it really is hard to say, but just thinking where the story has gone already, with White Tiger being prosecuted. Yeah. And then you got the Punisher cops, the acolytes. You have the Punisher acolytes. But I'm just trying to figure out how all of that will tie in. Fisk has something. I feel like Fisk will have to have something to do with it by the end. Actually, it'd be crazy? What if Fisk was innocent this whole time? Like, what if we get to the end of the season and Matt's been chasing the wrong guy? Yeah. I would kind of be okay with that, maybe.
Yeah, because we still haven't even seen Muse, really. And presumably, maybe that's all we see of Bullseye, but...
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, obviously he's alive. We saw that.
Maybe that's all we see this season. I think we'll see him, obviously, again in the future. But we still have Muse, the White Tiger storyline, Kingpin... and Bullseye, potentially, and Punisher coming in.
Yeah, dude, that's so crazy. Yeah, and we'll definitely see Bullseye back for sure. I believe that. But that's my question: is who hired? I feel like somebody hired him.
Yeah, it was.
He's
crazy.
A hired gun. I feel like. Yeah. And the question is who and why? Like, or maybe that's just like maybe I'm thinking too Night Agent ish or a show like that where like. The beginning moment of the show ties into the very end of it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like that train bombing in the first season of Night Agent. Boy, that's what the whole season was about, but it took forever to unveil that. You know.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That's kind of what I'm feeling, but maybe it was just to push Matt out of his comfort zone and kind of get him away from the cast that we had seen with him for 3 seasons. So. Yeah,
because the only person that comes to mind right now would be Kingpin, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I don't see Dex working with Kingpin ever again after Kingpin killed Julie.
No,
I mean that was Dex's North Star. I think they called it in season 3. So, I mean maybe Kingpin worked through someone else to get him to do that. I could see that, but I don't know. I do like that theory that maybe we'll see like how it all and why it all happened by the end of this season.
Yeah, maybe there's something so dangerous about Matt being Daredevil that they had to get him to. Relinquish the title, and maybe that's something that Dex knew that was going to happen. Like he might have known that Matt was going to try to kill him. Maybe that's what he was told. Is like, hey, because I mean, if he has the adamantium spine, like we're assuming he does, then he's fine. So
yeah, you could see a little bit of metal. I think I want to say like when he's laying on the ground and he opened his eyes back up. So yeah, I mean, it seems like he's infused with adamantium, or they called it cognium. Because they didn't have the rights to adamantium at the time in season 3. So I feel like it probably is adamantium now. And that means he's even more cracked.
What'd you think about just the general storyline? Where do you land with that?
I really like how they tied in the White Tiger storyline within the courtroom. I think that worked well in the original first 3 seasons. So I'm excited to see how they kind of tackle that in the courtroom. Plus, with him being a vigilante, I really didn't think they would figure that out so fast.
Yeah.
And plus, now it complicates things because at the end of episode 2, he had to put the beat down on him because his hand was kind of forced. So now
Yeah.
that complicates things even more.
Yeah, we were watching it with one of our friends, and he was like, these cops are gonna get in trouble. Like, what the heck are they doing? And then they like go to kill him, and then Matt absolutely torches him.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh crap. Like now it's kind of twisted both ways. You know?
Yeah. Which is really interesting. So I'm excited to see where it goes with that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and there's no way. I mean, there's no other witness, but luckily the guy escaped.
Yeah.
So I can't remember his name, but he's with. I'm kind of with you, dude. That guy reminds me of Mike. His detective guy. What's his name?
Cherry?
Yeah, Cherry, bro. He reminds me of Mike from Breaking Bad, dude.
He really does, man, and he's a cool character too. And honestly, it was kind of crazy that someone else found out he was Daredevil so early.
Mm-hmm.
But really, that was it's just crazy. Like everything happened right there. That was the turning point of like his life, really.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that brings me back to the whole like it's too important to just like let go.
Yeah, something
and
else
it's,
is
and
gonna
it's
come.
weird. And to me, it's weird that Matt has let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that. I feel like Matt would. I honestly feel like I know he gave up the whole Daredevil persona and everything like that. But to me, it just feels weird that he would just stop and assume that Dex just wanted to get back at him. You know? I mean, I guess you could assume that, but I feel like Matt's more curious than that.
Yeah.
It feels uncharacteristic for him not to search deeper.
Yeah, I think something else is going to come of that. And that would be pretty cool to see. I mean, maybe that's how Muse ties into this. Because we know he's pretty sinister, and he's more recent. I think 2015 he was introduced in the comics. Yeah. So he's definitely pretty sinister, so maybe that ties in with what's going on.
And I think it's cool they're kind of foreshadowing him almost in a way, like every time Kingpin hops on the screen, there's like some kind of interesting, weird, grotesque, like nasty painting. Yeah. I think about that first scene with Vanessa.
That's a good point.
Like the way that it opens is with the painting of like the guy his throat being slit or whatever it was, or they broke his neck, something like that.
Yeah. That's a good catch.
I feel like that's an interesting bit of foreshadowing, but
yeah, because that's kind of Muse's whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of my final thought is, how many times did they say punish in this? Dude, they're knocking on the door. They did that on purpose, man. There's no way.
Yeah. Do you feel like the Punisher would stand up for the Punisher acolyte cops, you know? Because obviously we see, you know, the Punisher skull.
Yeah, I think he would not be having that.
He's the only man that's above the law.
So I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do when he shows up. He might just finish the job.
Dude, I'm a little worried, man. Actually, no, I'm not, dude. I'm so excited for when he shows up.
Yeah,
dude.
I honestly thought he'd be in the first two, so it kind of gives me hope that he'll be in more than I thought. I thought he was gonna be in the first two, and then maybe the last, and that was it. But now it seems like he might be more of a pivotal role.
Yeah, especially like if the cops, and I don't think I ever pieced that together in season 2. That one cop that antagonized Punisher on his way into the courtroom.
Oh yeah,
it was a Punisher acolyte. Like I don't think that ever. I don't know why I felt like he was planted by somebody to like get Punisher in trouble. If that makes any sense. Am I right on that, or do I have the wrong read?
I think it was Kingpin. That was the way I read it initially.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too. But now I'm starting to look back on that scene
both.
and wonder if he was like a Punisher acolyte.
And just kind of
egging him on. You know, like don't go down now. Like you've gone this far. Why? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But I feel like I guess the last question I have is, obviously we're gonna see Punisher. I think we're gonna see. Or do you think we see Matt, Punisher, and White Tiger team up at the very end, or do you feel like it's gonna be?
That would be sick. I hope Punisher. I mean, obviously at this point we know he knows who Red is, and they said I think earlier today that there's a little bit of a love triangle with Matt, Karen, and Frank. So I'm all here for it, and I'm Team Castle. Sue me.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, dude. Matt's low-key kind of he's a player.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and Punisher, I feel like
he's a stand-up. He's a loyal dude.
Yeah, he's very loyal.
Yeah, and that's what Karen needs. I feel like she's been with Matt once. Matt was kind of flaky, all over the place, you know. Punisher's not like that.
No,
I mean he may go kill people. Matt doesn't kill people, but he only kills people that deserve it. So
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
In a show, of course. Anyway, let us know what you guys think.
In a show, of course.
And let us know what you guys think of the first 2 episodes. And thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.